This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Oh, look, it must be another week, because here come the Nightwing news. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, is...
I'm Kristen.
That's right, coming to you weekly now for Dick Grayson's 80th birthday. It moves pretty good for an old man.
Yeah, it does.
This is a big year. A lot of characters turn 80. Dick Grayson, Wonder Woman, I think most of the Justice Society.
Flash, or is Flash next year?
Yeah, the Jay Garrick Flash, yeah. I think
But I think that Robin debuted a month or so before Wonder Woman. So, I remember looking that up, because when he was 75, that big book by Jill Lepore about Wonder Woman came out. And I was like, it's really awesome that Wonder Woman has this book, but FYI, Robin came out first. Just to be pedantic.
I was going to say, I don't think there's a lot. There's probably only a few characters that predate Dick Grayson. Superman, Batman.
Yep. Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. I was thinking superheroes, yes.
Oh, and, not a hero, but Hugo Strange.
No,
Hugo Strange was really early, yeah.
He was one of his first appearances, yeah.
And also that creepy monk. That was like a vampire or something.
I actually have like a picture of that hanging on the wall, almost right above your head. That monk one.
Oh, really?
What is it, Detective 31?
The Mad Monk or something? Isn't that what it is?
Is it Detective 31? It just says, powerful and awesome, the mysterious Batman again appears to oppose the evil forces of a terrifying master of crime known as the Monk.
Okay. Yeah. And is he the vampire, or is there somebody else who's a vampire?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he fights a vampire right before.
I can't remember if I read it, but the monk's in all red robes, and he has a skull and crossbones on his chest. Yeah,
it's very Inquisition, the red robe. Anyway,
65.
Robin Year One.
Yes.
For your reading pleasure.
Yes, as Kristen just showed you, reprinted in trade and also on DC Universe right now.
Yep. This says it was published. The copyright of this is 2002, and the original 1 through 4 was 2001.
Yes.
So not too long after the Gauntlet. I think you said the Gauntlet was 97?
Yeah. So 4 years.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Not too bad. So this is a good one.
Well, yeah,
I mostly love it. There's one thing that's a little weird. That's a little weird to me, but I like the art, the way everybody's drawn.
Oh yeah,
it's really cool. It's really cool. Who's the artist for this?
Javier Pulido. Pulido, yeah.
Okay. Yes, and Marcos Martin pencilers. Yeah. Okay, because Chuck Dixon and Scott Beatty are both writers.
Yes.
Well, and I think aren't they the same two who write Nightwing Year One?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Because, there is something that Bruce, we'll get to in a minute, but Bruce is being you're fired. Mm-hmm. I thought, are these the same writers?
It's always the same.
But yeah, this splash, I don't know if you have that, but that splash page or whatever, with him jumping around in the black and white.
Yeah, they kind of put the credits on that page in the digital, but...
Yeah, it's really cool. I like that one.
But yeah, open up page 1. We catch up. Hey, look, it's our buddy from it's Joe.
Buddy, Mr. Manette.
Joe Manette from see last episode.
Right. Yeah. Although it was good that we just read those together, because honestly, I didn't put that together before.
Yes.
And I think maybe they could have maybe stood to have, how sometimes they have those asterisks and they say, see, this dude.
Well, that's what
maybe they should. Well, they should have been see the gauntlets. I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, they don't do that as much anymore, but I was just trying to do that for us, Hey, yeah, it's our buddy Joe Manette from last.
Well, no, it was very helpful. I appreciated it.
It was Joe Manette. See Nightwing News 26.
There you go. Boom. Yeah, it wasn't really that obvious in the Gauntlet that Manette was working for Two-Face.
No.
I mean, he didn't. Okay, yeah.
I mean, they might have just taken the guy in this story and be like, oh, he could be working for Two-Face.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't think they mentioned Two-Face at all in that one. But
so yeah,
it does kind of make sense because they hint at Two-Face. Well, he's one of the people involved, of course. Well, actually, he's quite involved in Dark Victory.
Yes.
Because they're setting it up to look like Two-Face did it, but it's not. But it does kind of make extra sense. I guess I would say that now Two-Face, I mean, he was kind of obsessed with Batman before, but now that it's two people, since Two-Face is all about duality, it makes extra sense that he would be particularly like, what's up with this partner? There's two of you. I need to know more.
Yes. But yeah, issue 1.
So it makes sense. Plus, it's always nice, in my opinion, to have a story with a major villain that isn't the Joker. The Joker is very cool, but the Joker gets used so much. Mm-hmm. He's kind of always the big bad. Then it's nice when there's one such as this where Two-Face is the big bad. Mix it up a little.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh. Kind of like in Hush, it was the Riddler and Tommy Elliott instead of Joe. Keep it cool. Anyway, some cool stuff, like when Robin's jumping around and the guys waste all of his bullets.
Oh, yeah.
Because he can't, because Dick's moving around so much. That's nice, emphasizing how, for that Robin in particular, his fighting style is always move more, get hit less. Which is a bit the opposite, which is not exactly the same style as Batman.
Well, I mean, Batman's a little light on his feet, but yeah, he's not flying through the air like Robin is.
Right. Well, I think it's good to have that contrast.
Oh yeah. You better be flying through the air if you're wearing bright colors in the middle of the night.
Right. Yes. Also, it's really cool that this one is kind of narrated by Alfred.
Yes.
Pretty awesome. And so, yeah, it's cute in the beginning. Also, how Dick is juggling the batarangs. So cute.
I just love how they get back and Bruce is like, boy, you make it look so easy, your speed and agility, and Dick's like, oh, what can I say? I was born in the circus, and he's like, oh, are those turkey sandwiches?
Yeah, but doesn't that feel like an adolescent boy?
Oh, trust me.
Like, so totally adolescent boy, like, oh, food!
Oh yeah, trust me, yeah.
It's like that dog in Up. There's like, squirrel!
Oh no, that was me as like a teenager. I was like, oh, Batman comics. I was like, oh, food.
Yeah, so, yeah, no, it's cute that it's like that. And yeah, and now Batman's, Bruce is, I'll just have some coffee, and Dick's there in the background shoveling the sandwich.
I know. He's like, I'll have yours too.
I know. It's funny.
Although, too, I mean, one, he is a growing boy, but two, I mean, just the acrobatics he does, I mean, you're going to be burning calories.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Most definitely.
Turkey and Swiss.
And then how Alfred is checking in that you like what's going, you're okay, you like it. And Dick's saying, somebody's got to help him. Might as well be me, which will come back at the end.
But I mean, I that's what I kind of like, because everyone's like, especially like Alfred in the beginning, a lot of people are always like, oh, it's Bruce's mission, it's not yours. It's like, I mean, Dick went through the same thing Bruce did, but like, can he have the mission without, being all, oh, I have to do, can't Dick just want to be like, I want to do the right things, that's the right thing?
Yeah, and I think that's nice. I think it's good that it emphasizes that he's saying, but I want to help him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's saying, yeah, I guess there isn't much reason for me to do this since Zuko ended up dying when we caught him, but he said, I made Bruce a promise, and he wants to help. And so, yeah, it's great. It's good that it's nice for people to have multiple motivations for their crusade against crime. And then, of course, the next page, he's going to middle school, and it's hilarious because Bruce, super rich man, is all, oh, I don't know, public school, and very suspect about it. And Dick is like, no way, I gotta go to public school. There are more girls there.
That's right. In his Charlie Brown sweater.
I know, he has the most hilarious clothes in this, though. When he's dressed, it's kind of like I love to death the Batman, the animated series, but many people's clothes are kind of retro in that. And Dick's outfit, he's always wearing that sweater vest. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Batman, the animated series in that, because, Dick always has such groovy clothes on.
But I mean,
Charlie Brown sweater.
But I mean, there and here, it's like Bruce is always either wearing a suit or just like a black turtleneck.
Yep. The rich man's uniform, I guess.
Yes.
Oh no. So, yes. And then we must it's a different day of school, or Dick changed clothes partway through because now he's got a different sweet sweater vest on.
Oh, yeah, different color, yeah.
In French class, it's a purple striped sweater vest.
Well, I'm thinking it is it could be a new day, because in between those scenes...
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a new day. Yeah, because he's wearing that throughout.
And in between those scenes...
Yeah, it must.
We got the Mad... we got the Mad Hatter between the two scenes, so...
Mad Hatter, yep. And Dick playing with normal kids, which is nice, showing how he relates better to other kids.
Shooting some hoops.
To other people than Bruce. Also, I love how he's trying to bribe Alfred with $5. Yeah, right.
And then
right.
And then we see two of the girls Dick goes to school with, and hey, who's that selling headphones on the corner?
Oh, giving them away. You should always be suspicious of free headphones.
You should be suspicious of free anything, yes.
Yeah, especially giving out by a weirdo like that. And then it's cute, they blow the shindig, and I really like that when he's yes, and he's jumping through the sky. That's a great panel too. Mm-hmm. After they leave Bruce's party.
Oh yeah, that's so funny.
Yep.
He's all bored and he's like, homework done? All right, let's go out.
Yep.
That's when they see the signal.
Yep. And then we get introduced. Gordon says, I've got a daughter myself, my late brother's girl.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun.
Man, this continuity. She was like his niece, but he adopts her later on,
Yeah. And I guess again because they needed to age Gordon down, because otherwise he'd be... because when he first popped up, he was already a commissioner and already super old.
Oh, yeah. Detective 27, he's already commissioner, and he looks old.
Yeah, he's already has white hair and stuff.
Yeah.
So...
Dick, don't worry, sir. We're on it.
I know. And then Batman's all like, we're on it. It's like, hey, Batman, other people believe in the power of conversation.
Because there's 8 missing girls. All gone in the last.
Sometimes you gotta say something. And then when they get home and Dick falls asleep at the computer. So cute.
After they get in a fight at the pool hall.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And then... This kind of cracks me up. The next day, they're eating breakfast. Another amazing outfit. Green sweater vest with a green striped shirt. Classic. Oh, wait. Bruce is wearing just a regular polo shirt. What? It must be very casual. How he's saying, Dick, see what you can find out and stay out of trouble. I assume that is why Dick was throwing spitballs, though, is so that he could eavesdrop on whatever Jenny's friend was saying.
Yeah, the assistant principal, yes.
Yeah, because
he's just like...
Dick's always been portrayed as a good kid who doesn't really get in trouble. Not like normal kind of trouble. He gets into, Two-Face's beating me up or boy hostage kind of trouble, but not spitball trouble. Plus, spitball is so ridiculously retro. So who knows? Maybe he forged the note. Because seriously, who even does spitballs anymore?
He's like climbing up on the secretary's
I know, to listen through the transom window.
Yes.
That's pretty hilarious. Which is why I'm figuring he didn't actually, or he was doing the spitball so that he made up about the spitball so that he could listen in and get the...
Yeah. But then after school, he's gonna go talk to the girl's friend, but then
he sees somebody giving away, and suspiciously the guy won't give boys one, only to girls. That seems suspicious. Follows along.
Yeah, he's running on the rooftops chasing the van.
And then gets the pickup from Alfred.
Well, yeah, because he calls him
the second Batmobile and the Rolls Royce.
Yeah, because after Dick calls home and asks Alfred, "Where's Bruce?" Yeah, he's on a dinner cruise aboard President Lee's yacht. He won't be home for long.
So, all right, time to go without him. And then they pick it up on the radio. It must be it says it comes with kind of super low power transmission, so I guess most people wouldn't. Well, although I think isn't Mad Hatter drugging them or something too?
Yeah. I mean,
it isn't just the radio.
Although he has ways, like he has hats so you can like.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has that mind control hat.
Yeah, it's like electronic. Yeah.
Yeah. Busting in to where the signal's from. It seems like maybe this is the first time he's met Mad Hatter.
Maybe
because he picks up the T, and then and then the goon says to him, the Hatter doesn't like Snoops, and then he realizes, oh, that's why the T is there. So, yeah, that makes me think that maybe this is one of the first times Dick's encountered Mad Hatter.
Yeah, I think so.
Because otherwise he might have recognized because Jervis Tetch he's kind of distinctive looking.
Yeah, because he says...
And then he's off on, like, the little bat jet ski.
Yeah, because he even said, where do I find this Hatter guy?
Yeah. And then... whoop, he's in. Saving the day.
Well, we modernize this story because Bruce gets a call on his cell phone from Alfred.
Yeah, that's right, yes, instead of...
What do you mean solo flight?
Yeah, yep. Although now Alfred could just text him if this were nowadays, because he'd have an iPhone now. No, not so much texting. Then classic Brucey move. Oops, I spilled my drink.
Yes, because it seems the Mad Hatter's on the yacht because he's doing business with President Lee.
Yep. Uh-oh, Dick's about to get clobbered by a bunch of Alices, but batarang to the Hatter's hat, and the day is saved. Yep. Hooray.
Well, that's when Lee's like comes in. It's like, what have you done? And starts shooting. And
I know. And then I have diplomatic immunity.
After
so skeezy. And then look how much taller than everybody else Bruce is.
I know. But Dick just drop kicks.
How do people not figure out he's Batman?
Dick just drop kicks.
And then coming up, Bruce is, we'll talk about this when we're home. You can count on that. He's all mad. And then probably one of my favorite pages, one of my absolute favorite Alfred quotes in the history of ever is coming up. Bruce is all mad. And Alfred says, yeah, why are you being mad at him and me for driving him around? He thwarted the scheme, broke up a kidnapping ring, rescued innocent children. Feel free to heap your scorn upon me, sir. And he says, but to treat him that he did a bad thing would be a grave error. And then my favorite, Bruce, how does it feel to always be right, Alfred? Alfred, I strain under the burden, sir. Oh, that's such an amazing quote. I love it. I think that's one of my favorite Alfred quotes. Because Alfred is right a lot, and it probably is a little bit of a burden.
Yeah, because Dick's down in the cave drinking some kind of hot drink, and he says, this is the part we're going to yell at me, right? And Bruce is like, this is the part where I say, well done.
And then, thankfully, Alfred intercepted him, and so Bruce got his head out of his butt and realized, actually, he did a good job.
You put the clues together, and when the crunch was on and I was unavailable, you acted on your own.
So, part one, so beautiful.
That's right.
So beautiful. But then, it starts getting a little darker in part two.
Yep.
We meet Killer Moth, who is pretty weak.
Oh, yeah, it opens up with a car chase, so, yeah. Well, I guess, what is this? There's some goons chasing Killer Moth, and then Batman and Robin.
Well, yeah, I think Killer Moth, remember, he's trying to be protection squad for criminals, and he's bad at it, so the criminals are mad at him trying to get it.
Yes.
And then, of course, classic Bruce saying, pretty self-assured, isn't he, Alfred? Indeed, and not unlike another boy I once knew long ago. Bruce, he's so much like you. And then we get into Two-Face. Where he is realizing, he's into it because Batman, it's two people now, and he's saying the kid is the weak link. And boom, here we go. Everything's good. Also hilarious. Dick trying to put his feet up. Alfred, nope. Saying you gotta buff the mark out.
Oh yeah, because he hits the rolls with the oh no,
the other kid hits the rolls with the
with a football, yeah.
And then they hit Desmond. Roland
Desmond. Well, is this?
No, it's not Roland. It's
Mark.
Mark Desmond. Mark Desmond. Yes, I was saying this is foreshadowing, or maybe.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yes, Chuck did Roland Desmond first, and then Dick Grayson brought him back, right?
No,
in the Nightwing run.
No, it was the same. Dixon and Dick Grayson did the same blockbuster, but before Roland, there was Mark, his brother, who later died.
Right, no, but I mean, Dixon started Roland Desmond in Bloodhaven, and then it was like he was done for a while, and then Devin Grayson brought him back.
I don't know if he was ever gone. He might have just been in hiding for a little bit.
They just didn't talk about him in the comics, I guess is what I meant.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think he was still a little bit behind the
scenes.
It was
like, it kind of felt like it was wrapped up, and then they moved on. Anyway, and that just felt like kind of foreshadowing. Maybe they picked it up.
Well,
imagine someone like that with a brain to match his brawn. I'd hate to meet that guy.
Because Mark Desmond and even Roland at first, when they were Blockbuster, they were kind of dumb. But then during Underworld Unleashed, Noron was given villains power upgrades, so he gave Blockbuster a brain. So
yeah.
So yeah.
And then Dick in his groovy clothes again goes on a roller skating date with Jenny, which is just so precious.
Hey, that's what you did in middle school.
Exactly, I know. It's so, you're like, oh, that's so adorable. And then they,
my boss finally gave me a night off.
I know, yeah. And Jenny flirting with him. She's like, ooh, it keeps you in shape, I'll say. And then he's all embarrassed. Oh, it's so funny. And then, boom.
Bat signal.
Duty calls. And so they go. We have the hilarious dynamic fist clap. Homage to Burt Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. And then it's going to start to get ugly.
Well, yeah.
Saying,
because
can't. Two-Face has a intense vendetta. If he's not just a psycho with a gimmick, then I'm thinking of having you sit out. He says, no, you can't.
Well,
we are asking you to stand down.
Well, after Gordon talks to Batman, too, and says, God help you if anything ever happens to that boy.
Because Gordon will bust you up. But he's so sad. I feel like if Batman had explained it better. All right, but then the trial stuff, he brings in the judge. He's setting it all up. And
I've lost track of how many times Two-Face has held fake trials.
I think that's also his gimmick.
Oh yeah, I can think of at least two other occurrences, at least in the comics. Yeah.
But then Harvey's doing this to lure me out. So Dick's sitting there, and this is where he decides to go out to help Batman. Which kind of makes sense, because when he pops in, as we end up knowing, it was fake.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like it would have been helpful if Bruce had said this might be a fake. Although I don't know if I think Batman necessarily anticipated that.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, Dick throws himself off the building and catches what he thinks is a real baby, so,
Right, exactly. But I mean, Batman later gets mad that he, disobeyed him and went out. Although technically Batman said, I'm asking you to stand down. Although Batman is a classic, I'm not asking, I'm telling kind of guy. But
and I mean, the whole fake baby thing, I mean, Batman falls for the same trap. I mean, not over the side of the building, but he falls for it too.
Right. Well, but that's what I'm saying is that if, Batman should have been grateful that Robin was there, because if it turns out it hadn't been a fake baby, it's a good thing that there was a second person there so that baby didn't smash.
Exactly, but I'm just saying Bruce can't be mad at Dick for falling for that trap, because Bruce fell for it too.
Right, yeah, he's really just mad that he didn't, that he didn't stay home. But if it hadn't been a trap, he would have needed him. And of course, it's a trap to get them both, but I would say, I know that, Batman's thing is as he says in the end, yes, you always have to obey me, even if it means watching me die. But come on, like, you can really expect a kid watching one of their... I mean, that's asking a lot.
He's a soldier. He's a soldier.
I know, but...
Well,
that's asking a lot of anybody to just let somebody... to just watch somebody die.
What?
I mean, that's why there's lots of soldiers that get the Purple Heart and stuff, is because they don't just watch somebody die. Mm-hmm. They go to save them and get injured in the process.
Yeah, because Two-Face captures Batman and Robin, and Two-Face has Batman and Judge Watkins in nooses, and basically Robin's like, he's like, it's 50-50, and Batman's telling him, don't play the game, and Robin's like, okay, scarred face, it's Batman, clean, it's the Judge.
Right. But, of course, you understand why Batman's saying don't play his game, and I think that's the other thing that he's mad about. But, again, what are you going to do with Two-Face? Mm-hmm. I mean, if you don't play his game, he's going to kill people anyway. If you do play his game, it turns out he kills people.
Well, yeah, because, he gets Robin to say, okay, the Judge doesn't hang, and Two-Face is like, okay, then he just drops the Judge in the river all tied up so he can't swim.
Right. So, but yes, I mean, he says don't play his game. Because I feel like there's two things maybe that Bruce is mad about when he's all, you didn't listen to me. One, you came out, which is probably the main one. But then two, I said don't play his game, and you did play his game. But I don't necessarily think that not playing the game would have saved anybody,
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think that... I mean, I assume Two-Face probably would have flipped the coin anyway.
Oh, yeah. But then he's just torturing Batman by beating Robin in front of him.
Right.
Which is stupid, because then Batman just breaks free, and then he's going to beat you down.
Right.
Harvey.
But I'm not necessarily sure that... I mean, Two-Face is a villain who's been driven insane. He's not always thinking clearly. And then Batman runs out, and Alfred's having a good day, cleaning the Batcave, living his best life, and then... Bruce runs in, dying Robin, and ruins it all.
Because Alfred, he's dying. I mean, this story is from 2002. I think they kind of try to make it similar to Death in the Family, because, instead of Joker, it's Two-Face. Instead of a crowbar, it's a baseball bat. But
yeah,
I see a lot of similarities there.
Sure. But the bat kind of makes sense also, since Two-Face is all about, the bat's killing you, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, metaphor. Bless you.
Also, doesn't Leslie kind of remind you of Barbara Gordon?
A little bit, yeah.
I guess I'm really not that used to seeing Leslie with red hair, because I think so often she gets white hair no matter how old she is.
Yeah, well, again, I think they were trying to age her down, too, after a while.
Well, right, because it's, been a while. Gordon's really sad. Robin's retired. Anyway, okay, but then here's where it reminds me particularly of Nightwing Year One, and where it's kind of ridiculous. As this is clearly Bruce not fully Bruce. Have you not heard of timing? What the heck, dude? That Dick saying, give me a couple weeks and I'll be back out there. Oh, and this is the exact moment when he's still in bed hooked up to all these machines that Bruce drops it. Oh, no, you're right. You're fired. What? Why would you tell him then?
That's his MO. I mean, when we get...
Well, yeah, it is.
When we get the Batman 408, it's kind of the same thing, yeah.
Right, they're clearly building off of that, because,
he doesn't
408, I guess, has kind of been superseded then by Year One later on. But yeah, it's very annoying. You kind of expect it because of what happens, there's definitely people have written Bruce that way, but it's really annoying that he does that. It's not out of character. It just annoys me that that's how his character is. It's one of his flaws. Batman's not perfect. Everybody has to have flaws. But, it's so frustrating.
He doesn't have people skills, I guess. And, he's cut himself off from everyone but basically Alfred since his parents' death.
Right. But he was opening up to Dick. I get it. I get why Batman is saying, I can't bear to lose you. Yes, of course. But the people skills are so lacking that you don't just drop that on someone when they're still convalescing, and then you don't explain it. So he doesn't explain himself properly at all. Because then Dick says, Bruce, you can't. We're partners. You said so yourself. And then Bruce flies off the handle, and you didn't listen. You disobeyed a direct order. An innocent man is dead, and you were nearly killed. What? Bruce?
Well, I think
That's the exact last thing that should come out of your mouth.
Well, I think it was the pressure, too, because he talked to Gordon before this conversation, and, Gordon's like, well, what about your partner? And he's, Batman's like, I benched him, and, Gordon's like, no, he's like, this isn't Harvey Dent's blood on this bat. He's like...
Right, no, I know. I'm just saying, it's good that Alfred bopped in there and basically was like, shut up, Bruce.
No.
That, there's a time and a place to talk about this kind of stuff, and this isn't it. That's just what's so frustrating about this is it's in character, but it's just it's just the worst thing that Bruce can do. I mean, he's just continuing to kick Dick while he's already down. I mean, the kid is physically a mess, and he feels bad that he got tricked by Two-Face and wasn't able to save both of them. And then Batman basically is like, yeah, that guy died because of you. What? No, he didn't. That guy died because of Two-Face. And yes, I understand that you're worried for him, but you need to try to express that in a positive way. I mean, I get it. You're worried. You're stressed out. You don't always react the best way, but it's clearly showing how one of Bruce's issues is that when he gets close to people and then a bad thing happens, he freaks out and pulls away instead of working and talking through it like a normal person.
Well, yeah, because he's...
Instead of saying, that really freaked me out and I would appreciate it if you would, take your time with your recovery because I don't want to lose you. I can't handle that. Instead of being all, you didn't listen to me.
Because he's never got over his trauma. He's never got help for it. I mean, that's the big thing. He's never gotten past that night. That's the
right.
I mean, Dick. I don't know if Dick ever got help for it, but Dick got past it. Bruce never did. Got past his.
Yeah, sometimes he goes to a therapist. Dick goes to a therapist. I think there's a Teen Titans episode, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm not saying, this is definitely in character for Bruce. Yeah. It's just always so frustrating to me that that's part of who he is. I'm like, ah! And as someone who is a normal person and is able to communicate with people, I'm not, I'm just like, oh, come on, Bruce. It's not that hard.
And it's Batman. He can never admit he's wrong.
Right, yes. So, yes. So it's of course, like, Bruce, way to do that in the worst way possible.
And he hates it. and he hates feelings, especially his own.
Right, exactly. So then, of course, they're avoiding each other. Dick's doing all this rehab on his own. And it's just a mess. And then we get Mr. Freeze, who's stealing blood. And boom, Dick takes care of... Well, Dick's at the hospital, of course, getting his checkup from Leslie after Mr. Freeze steals the blood. So he runs home to get a few supplies and leaves a note because he realizes, I know, I just saw this crime happen. I know stuff. I can help stop it. But of course he has to basically say, okay, Bruce, I'm going away. Because then Alfred comes in and sees the note. No. And we learn that Dick loves crab stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah.
Two-Face escapes, and then Robin, undercover in his hoodie. Well, he had to go home and get the domino mask, right? Saves the day. And of course, I assume that Batman figures this out, but he never really says anything. He never really says anything about it. Dick is smart, realizes, oh, all this ice on the roof, you're gonna fall.
Oh, yeah, because Freeze is just going off with that freeze gun.
Yep. And then Gordon, I'm just worried about the kind of trouble Batman basically leads you into. And he says, it won't be a problem anymore, sir. I'm out of the vigilante business. But of course, Gordon says, good for you. You don't need this garbage. Not realizing that it means, oh, I'm out of the vigilante business because I ran away from home and now I'm going to be a street kid. Yeah. I think Gordon would have said, good for you on no vigilante. Bad for you on running away from home.
So yeah, then Bruce,
and of course,
Bruce comes home and Alfred's sitting there. He's like, he's gone. He left a letter.
I know, that's a great panel, too, of Alfred sitting in the chair, the full page, in the kind of bat ear chair. And then, of course, Bruce, again, as you said, hating feelings, especially his own. Alfred saying, don't you have anything to say? Harvey Dent escaped tonight. And Alfred's probably thinking, I just can't with you.
But yeah, nice little connection to Nightwing year one? Yeah. Got the Haley Circus
the Haley Circus poster with Dead Man.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. That's nice. And then, so this is one of the things that I don't hate it, but it feels kind of weird to me, is the random then like Boy Ninja School.
Yeah.
With Shrike. I think this is a really amazing comic. And I love it a lot. And great setup with, the Freeze and then the Mad Hatter and then the Two-Face stuff and then Mr. Freeze showing how, Dick can do this. He can work the technology. He can do the detectiving. But then I get it, how it plays in, but also it just feels kind of random that, and now we have a boy ninja school, a boy ninja assassin school, that you fall in with.
Yeah, the timing's just weird because it's just like the last issue.
I know. And this felt to me like it's good, but so this will seem kind of ridiculous, but one of the things, if you read most books by Dickens, there's always a couple chapters where I think, this is where I can tell you were paid by the word because you're clearly just stretching the story out.
Yeah.
And this is what this Assassin Ninja School felt like to me, was, I need to stretch this story out. So, wham, boy assassins.
I don't know if they were like trying to set up a precedent too, where it's like, Bruce and Dick were always like either Dick was leaving or Bruce was firing him or both or.
Well, no, that stuff all made sense.
Yeah, I know. I get.
And of course,
I get that.
I just felt like this ninja school just comes out of nowhere and seems really weird, and I don't know why. But for some reason, that was just a bridge too far for me. Okay, Mad Hatter, I got Two-Face, I got Mr. Freeze, but I don't know. I was just like, for real, ninja school?
I know. I mean, Dixon uses this again in Nightwing, but it's like, it really doesn't, Yeah.
That's about my only complaint with the book, is I love everything except ninja school.
I mean, it was all right, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, it serves its purpose, but it's my least favorite thing.
I don't know if it's supposed to be like, Dick's gonna learn something that Bruce can't teach him and stuff, and
it could be, except I don't think he really does.
No.
Or just gives him a chance to.
Oh, hey, issue 4, we get Joe Manette again.
Do his own thing. Want to go? The Joker finally pops up, and Batman's all, I'm finished here. Don't even think about hitting me with that chair.
Ah!
Joker's sad, and now he's getting his chair privileges revoked.
I love that, because because Batman tells the guard, he's unbolted his chair, and he's like, it took me 3 weeks. I had to swallow the nuts. Don't ask me what I did with the bolts.
Right. Yeah. And Alfred being a good guy, checking out. Because, that's one of the other weird things, is I know Bruce, has his emotional issues, and needs to do his stuff. I gotta grab my cord. But, I mean, seriously, this is one of the things, again, where it clearly we're not worrying about the real world implications of this, because your foster kid is just missing for weeks. That's not gonna fly.
Well, I mean, they are looking for him. I mean, Alfred even calls the
circus
and stuff.
Well, no, Alfred's looking for him. Bruce, you're not really sure what he's doing.
See, that's a weird thing. It's like Batman's supposed to be one of the world's greatest detectives. So, like in stories, like he can uncover incredible stuff, but like when it's a story where like they don't want him to find Dick Grayson, he can't find Dick Grayson.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I feel like that happens to all of the Robins. I mean, Dick's usually a really top-notch detective in Teen Titans or whatever, but then sometimes when the Bat family's all together, they're like, oh, wait, no, we need someone else to be the really good detective for this one, so now the rest of you have to be stupid.
Well, that's like,
Anyway.
they used to, like, in Titans and stuff, they used to paint, like, Dick as, like, a great detective also. But then I feel like once Tim shows up, like, they kind of, like, dumb Dick down a little bit just so he could be like, oh, well, Dick's like this skilled fighter and acrobat and Tim's the smart one, and it's like, really?
Right, but not in Titans they don't, because Dick
but
is
once,
the best to take out his friend. But yeah, I did feel like sometimes in the Bat Family, they did. Yeah.
Just for comparison.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like he's not dumb just because everybody else is really smart. Anyway, that's why it's good in some of these when he's little that, you see, oh, look at him being smart.
Ninja school.
Yeah, blah, blah. Ninja school. They do their little ninja school practice run. Boom.
Oh, the Sprang Museum.
Yup. Dick Sprang. Gordon dissing on Batman. You're not as fun anymore. And the kids are going. I do like that Two-Face names his dogs Romulus and Remus, the brothers that founded Rome. Except then Romulus killed his brother. But that kind of works too, because Two-Face kind of kills Harvey Dent.
Yep.
On the inside. And then boom, Freddie Lloyd, which they clear up is his dad's middle name and his mom's maiden name.
Yep.
He gets the chance to kill Two-Face, and he realizes, nope, I don't want to be that dude.
Yeah, the ninjas just happen to, like, come to this house to rip it off, the one where Two-Face is sitting. Two-Face was here first.
Right, no, they were coming to get Two-Face, weren't they?
Don't they? Oh, yeah, the contract, yeah.
Yeah, remember, because Shrike got paid to...
Oh, yeah.
Right. Kind of like Fagin and Oliver Twist. I get these kids to do bad things for me.
Yeah.
This time it's murder instead of stealing. Yeah. Yes, and then, though, Dick comes back. See, so this is the kind of thing that, he's hiding, and maybe Dick has hope that, I don't know. He comes back and he says, oh, it's just a visit. I can't stay here. But hopefully Alfred's, laying that groundwork. Told you to know your family. He gives Batman. Boom. And of course, Bruce he's sitting on his desk. Alfred gives Bruce the note. Bruce still has the picture of him and Dick up, so... And that seems good, because I do feel, Bruce does have emotions, and he does really care about Dick, but he can't always express them, or he expresses them in the wrong way. Like, I love you so much, you're fired. Oh, thanks.
Well.
But that's classic Bruce, because since he does it again. But he uses what Dick said to bust back in, and Batman realizes... Hopefully Batman realized that Robin, I assume Gordon would have told him that, hey, Robin saved everybody's butt with Mr. Freeze. Because now he realizes, Robin helped me bust up Shrike. And now, Boy Ninja School is over.
I love that panel when Bruce comes into the ninja school. His name is Robin. He's my partner.
Yep. And so now Dick knows you can go home again. Mm-hmm. Bruce is going to be less of an a-hole.
Well, he's going to try.
And then Two-Face shows up and starts killing people like his own lawyer. And Batman gets hurt. Does he get nicked by a bullet, or does he get... I think that might be it. Yeah, I think it must be a bullet, because you see his cape.
Well, yeah, he gets shot. He gets shot, yeah.
Yeah, he gets shot.
In the side.
And then I do love that. No, another time. You're bleeding. It looks worse than it feels. Really? No. That's pretty classic.
So yeah, he helps bring Bruce
Guess
down.
what happens next is up to you. Funny, I was going to say the same thing. It's all up to you. Alfred's like, yo, you came home. You're the worst when you left. And then Alfred knows, okay, this is my moment to make him stay. You've really been missed. Dick's crying. He's so happy to see Alfred again. Miss you too.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He's like, you want me to be Robin again? He's like, yeah, same conditions. I want you to be a good soldier. He's like, you once swore.
But then this is good. Dick asks, what does that mean?
Yes.
Because, what does that mean? And he says, you swore an oath to me. But, of course, his oath was to fight crime and corruption and never swerve from the path of justice, which does not say anything about watching you die. But Batman says, honor those words, never question my orders. Maybe the oath got added to. And then, even if it means watching you die. And then he says, again, somebody's gotta help him. Might as well be me. Well, they punch Two-Face.
Mm-hmm.
Or pick Two-Face, rather. And then Gordon, it's good to have you back. Barbara makes a quick appearance.
Yeah.
And Gordon says, not on your life, Boy Wonder. She kind of seems almost Dick's same age in this, but then I feel as though Batgirl Year One really kind of directly follows from it. And she's definitely older than him.
Yeah.
Batgirl Year One.
Yeah, I'd say, isn't she's usually maybe 4 or 5 years older? Maybe not.
Yeah, well, it
much.
kind of changes. I mean, because when she first came out, when she first was presented,
oh yeah, she was a librarian.
Was created, she was like, I think she was probably 7 years older than him, because they definitely establish it in Batman Family. When she becomes a congresswoman, she has to be 25, and Dick's in college, and Bruce even makes a reference to, oh yeah, you're women 7 years older. But yeah, then I think as time goes on, she starts getting closer to Dick's age, and then now I think they're pretty much the same age.
Pretty close, yeah. Yeah, because she doesn't look that much older than him here.
No, but I think, isn't she supposed to be in college when she becomes Batgirl?
I think so.
I mean, in Batgirl Year One, or she just got out of college or something.
I think so, yeah.
That's one of the other interesting things is, of course, in Batgirl Year One, she talks about how she's small, but in a lot of other comics, they talk about how tall she is.
Yes.
So sometimes everything's not quite right.
And the thing about
okay, so then this last page, The Sleep of the Just. So who is Boone going home to? Is that supposed to be his mom?
I forget who he's working for, but remember he comes back towards the end of Dixon's run on Nightwing. He's like comes back as the new Shrike.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
But I wasn't sure if that's not Talia al Ghul, is it?
I'm trying to remember who he was working with. Here, let me do a quick search. But you know what gets me about this story? I mean, I like this story, but it's like, once we get to Prodigal, Dick's like, oh, I don't want to make the same mistakes I made with Two-Face before. I'm like, so what? Was Dixon trying to say he never encountered Two-Face between now and Prodigal?
Right, yeah. Well, but Prodigal comes before this, so I think they hint at the Two-Face thing, and then...
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, between but I mean, this point in his career, and then when he becomes Batman, he never encounters Two-Face.
My guess is...
Lonely Place of Dying.
My guess is... my guess is maybe... Well, it's just narrative convenience.
Yeah.
But probably it comes... Dick's worried about it because now he's Batman and he's responsible for Robin, so it feels different. Would be my guess. The only other thing is, I love how it ends while my boys sleep, the sleep of the just. That's a classic line. But I am a little sad that it says, the cave beneath the manor no longer echoes with the same laughter it once knew. I believe that master and pupil have made an uneasy peace. And that's like kind of sad. Because, stuff happened, but I don't know. I don't like to think of them as the rest of their time together just being uneasy. But this is just the end of Year One, so things can get better. But that was my only sadness, too. I was like,
I mean, that could have been Talia, because they're saying Boone was going to take Dick to some sensei. But, wait. Okay, here we go. Boone swore to avenge his master. After meeting with Talia al Ghul, Boone continued his education by members of the League of Assassins. So, yeah, well, it must have been Talia.
I just thought maybe because I was like, brown-haired woman whose face is covered by half of her hair.
Yes. That
screams Talia al Ghul to me.
Yeah, if they had showed like she couldn't get her zipper all the way up the front of her thing, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's Talia.
Well, in this case, it's the hair, because her hair covers one eye, which I always think would be so difficult to see. But...
And then to bring it back to Blockbuster in the Nightwing series, he comes back to America as the new Shrike to work as an enforcer for Roland Desmond. So.
Wow, it's all coming together. Seeds have been planted.
All written by Dixon.
Yeah, he must have had a long game going with this that he was...
Oh, yeah, I mean, he was there. He was there for a while. I mean...
Yeah, no, I'm just wondering... I have to double check. Did this stuff come beforehand, or did he have some of these new people? Did he set this up? I guess I'm just wondering, and it's not necessarily that we know. Did he have these ideas for where Nightwing was going, so he set it up in this book? Or did he already do those things and then did it, or did he do this and then realize, hey, I set some good shit up in that, and then do it? I just wonder what his thought process.
Yeah,
was.
I'm gonna look up the dates for those Nightwing, those issues where Boone shows up as the new Shrike. Because I think it was pretty close to this, or no, this might have been a little before. Let's see. Come on, Nightwing. Because yeah, I mean, Dixon was on. I mean, he was writing Tim's book, Dick's book for a while.
He's writing Birds of Prey for a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He was a busy dude.
Oh, yeah, Nightwing, like 57. That's like one of the issues Shrike was in.
Yeah, when did that come out, though?
June 2001. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it was...
Okay, so these are right around the same time.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so yeah.
Like, he might have did that like a year... Well, yeah, around the same... Yeah.
So yeah, he's doing them together then, so that way... Because he's probably assuming you're getting both. Oh, hey, that's cool.
But him and the other back writers, I mean, they hinted at this in Prodigal in, what was that, 94?
Yeah, but definitely like the Shrikes and stuff wasn't in there.
Didn't show up.
It's the Two-Face part, yeah. But it's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I wish Bruce wasn't such a jerk, but, I mean, it's in character, but I always get mad when Bruce is a jerk.
I know.
I just like him better when he's not a jerk.
Well, I mean, it's still early in their careers at this point. I mean, he's still learning not to be a jerk, I guess. Again, you always...
By the time you're an adult, you should know not to be a jerk.
Yes, but...
That doesn't stop many of us from being jerks.
But again, in his head, is Bruce really a fully formed adult?
Well, that's for a different podcast.
Yes.
That's not for us to decide. We are Dick Grayson experts. Someone else needs to tackle that.
Yes. All right. So is that it for this one?
I think so. I mean, it's really good.
Oh yeah. So
I'm just not convinced by Ninja School.
I know. All right, but next week, everyone, come back. We're going to be covering Legends of the Dark Knight 149 through 153, the Grimm storyline. That's 2 M's.
Yep.
And
that's a good one.
And then do you know what comes after that episode in 2 weeks, Kristen?
Is that Judas Contract?
Yes.
Oh, snap!
I knew you'd like that one.
Classic. So that means we're almost done with Robin. We're moving into...
Almost, yeah.
Late teenagerhood.
Yes. Because after that, the next one after that one will be that one... the Batman 386 and then the Robin 10 from 0 Hour. So we'll do a little comparison between Dick and Jason and Dick and Tim. Yes.
Yep. Well, and then we'll probably do Nightwing Year 1, and then there'll be a little more Robin, because won't we go back and do Year 3 and then Lonely Place of Dying or something? Or do we do those before we do Year 1?
Well, here, let me bring the schedule back up. So next week is Grimm. After that is Judas Contract, then the Batman 386 and Robin 10. Then Batman 408 did Robin Die Tonight.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm.
That's what, and then we get Nightwing Year 1.
Okay.
Then Batman 416. Good Dick and...
yep.
Yeah. And then we get Batman Year 3, Lonely Place of Dying.
Okay.
And then
so much good stuff.
And then that Night's End issue, and then it's 3-part Prodigal.
Ooh, yeah, Prodigal. It's pretty intense. And
I was just rereading that the other day. Yes, Prodigal's great. Although Dick doesn't seem too. I mean, by comparison, because it's right after Azrael gave up being Batman. Well, didn't give it up, but. Tim, every issue, Tim's like, man, it's so great to be with someone who's not like all ultra violent and
trying to kill me. Yeah, it is.
The best line is just like, you know how to do laundry and cook, man. You have skills the other both Batmans didn't have.
I know. Well, it's pretty awesome.
All right,
hilarious.
So we're ready to get out of here.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, so we gave you you should be following us on social media, but if you're not, we just gave you next couple weeks, at least the next month or two. So send us your thoughts on all of that. Oh, that's right. I was talking to my friend Ray from Into the Night and Moon Knight podcast in Australia, because he's like a big Marvel fan. And I said, you want me to send you like the list of like what we're doing for Batman and Nightwing? He's like, send me the Nightwing list. He's like, I want to get to know that guy. He's like, I don't know. He doesn't like Batman because he's like, people are always comparing Moon Knight to Batman. He's like, But he's like, send me the Nightwing list. He's like, I want to learn all about this guy. I'm like, all right. So
sounds good.
Ray,
sounds good.
Send your thoughts, Ray. Send your international thoughts. So everyone, email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And like I said, follow the Nightwing news and all the Capes and Lunatics social media all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And of course, because she'll never say it, while you're buying some books, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. It was published on the character's 75th anniversary 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But still a helpful reference guide, and I don't know, just get many people's thoughts on the greatness of Dick Grayson, including Miss Kristen sitting right there.
Thanks.
All right, so I was going to say, I know you don't have a plug, so I just did it. So.
Nope.
Oh, and use the Southgate Media Group for Amazon when you go buy those books, because it'll send money to the company to help bring you such fine products as the Nightwing news. All right. As Kristen said, come back because we're getting to the end of Dick's journey as Robin. Only like another.
Come back, same wing time, same wing channel.
Oh, yes it is. She has no patience.
Almost forgot it.
Oh man, we were watching America's Got Talent a little bit ago. I was thinking of Dick because they had like trapeze artists and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so jealous. I'd always like to do that. I would love to do that.
But he could never do it because it would be secret identity.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I mean, he did grow up in the circus.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
too obvious on television.
True. All right, so yes, as my impatient co-host said, join us next time. Same wing time. Same wing channel.
Same wing channel.
Nightwing news. Keep flying, Grayson.